అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is the fourth week, ending of fourth week, and third class on Samskrutam learning by Arkella Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao garu. We will start the session with Vande Mataram by Chala Chittibabu garu, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Sitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
వందే మాతరం. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ. వెంకటనారాయణ గారు, ప్లీజ్ చాంట్ ప్రార్థన.
Meditation for a minute, followed by 3 times Omkar. Om Gananantva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvannotibhisida Sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitrevatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mam Pahi Guru. Jnananandamayan Devan Nirmalaspatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam. Sutra Bhasha Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्ति भेद विभागिने व्योमवत् देहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. ओम शांति शांति शांति. मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Hari Om, Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. ధన్యవాదములండి వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. Thank you so much. Now let us request our Guruji to start the webinar, please.
हरि ओम सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहं संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं हरिः ओम्। अद्य प्रवेशकक्षा आरम्भं कुर्मः। संस्कृतकक्षा बेसिक् आफ् संस्कृतम्। अद्य तृतीयकक्षा अस्ति। Earlier, we learnt about Varnamala, and we learnt about words, and we learnt about kriyas, verbs, and we learnt about making small sentences, and then we learnt about 7 vibhaktis also. That's what we have completed till now. Now we're learning what type of verbs are there, and how to make a sentences, and what are the different types of sentences, and how to make sentence, what are the attributes for that sentence prayogam. Then also we learn about various verbs. What type of verbs are there? Lakaras, they call lakaras. Now let us start with types of verbs. The verbs kriyapadam. Verb means kriyapadam. Sanskritam kriyapadam. Kriyapadam is two types. One is transitive, another is intransitive. Transitive kriyapadam is sakarmaka kriyapadam. Intransitive is akarmaka kriyapadam. So what is the difference between these two? Let us see the sentence here. Balaha patha patati iti vakyam. In this vakyam, patati is kriyapadam. Patati means what is the action? This action who is doing? Balaha is doing. So Balaha is Kartrupadam. The action who is doing that work is Karta. Kartrupadam. So Balaha is Kartrupadam. And then what action he is doing is on which he is doing action, that is karma. What he is reading. Patati means reading. What he is reading? Patham is reading. A patham is karma. So how the verb should be there, how kriyapadam should be there, how karma padam should be there, how karta padam should be there, we should understand to make a sentence. So in a sentence, we will have 3 sections. One is kartrupadam, karma padam, kriyapadam. Kriyapadam is the main one. From kriyapadam, we will go to kartrupadam, and then we will come to karma padam. This is how we understand a sentence always. So now, what Balaha is reading, Patham we understand. This is karma padam. So means Balaha is reading the lesson, that is Patham. When you put the verb in the sentence and a question, when you put the verb in the sentence and question, what work he is doing? Yes. Action means, verb means action, work. So if you put a question, what work he is doing, if the answer is there, that verb is called transitive verb. So who is doing means that's Kartrupadam. What he is doing means Karmapadam. So what work he is doing means that gives answer Karmapadam. So the verb patati is transitive verb having Karmapadam in that. When you get an answer for this. If you don't get an answer, then it is intransitive verb akarmaka kriyapadam. So this verb patati has got an answer. What is that answer? Patham. So now we take the sentence Balaha Hasati. In the sentence Balaha Patam Patati, there is an answer for the question what Patati he is doing. What Patati is doing? Patam Patati is doing. Who is doing? Balaha. But what he is doing? Patam Patati. So Patha for what? The answer is Patha. So there is an answer for this. But Patati Kriya, there is an answer here. So this is called Sakarmaka Kriya, having karma in that sentence. Certain verbs you don't get the answer. So what are they? Now we take the sentence Balaha Hasati. So the boy is laughing. For laughing, no object is required. He just laughs, that's all. There is no object required. Without object also he can laugh. So the person himself is laughing. So the Karta himself is doing that work. There is no other object to do that work. So here Hasati is verb Kriyapadam. Now put a question, what Hasati? What Hasati means there is no answer. The answer object Taramapadam is not there. So this Kriyapadam Hasati is intransitive verb, that is Akarmaka Kriyapadam. Karma without karma. The Kriyapadam without karma. So earlier padam means karma, Kriyapadam with karma. Sakarmaka Kriya means, Sakarmaka Kriyapadam means a Kriyapadam with karma. Akarmaka Kriyapadam means a Kriyapadam without karma. So there are two types of Kriyapadas we have got now. So naturally the usage also will be different. So that will understand how to use it. When we put the verb in the sentence and question what work he is doing, if the answer is not there, that the verb is called an intransitive verb. So the verb Hasati is an intransitive verb, Akarmaka Kriyapadam. But when we use the sentence as Balaha Gacchati, is an exception here. Here there is an exception. When he uses the sentence as Balaha Gacchati, here there is an answer for Gacchati. When we ask a question, where Gacchati? Here, where Gacchati, Denini Gacchati. What Gacchati is not the question here. Here the question is where Gacchati. A destination is there for Gacchati. So that's why a transitive Gacchati verb is not an intransitive verb. So for doing work of going, no karma padam is required as such. But there is definitely a destination. When a person we are saying is Gacchati, so Gacchati, there must be a destination for Gacchati. So that's why Gacchati is having a karma padam. That is destination. So the question here we put is where Gacchati? Kutra Gacchati? That is the question. So now we are going to more details now. What are the types of tenses? Now we got two types of kriyas. Two types of kriya padas. So how many types of sentences are there? We have to make a sentence. Samskrutam, to make a sentences, right? Any language, you make sentences. So for making sentences, what are the attributes required? Karta, karma, kriya. So with these things, how many types of sentences we can make? We can make three types of sentences. Kartari prayoga vakyam, karmani prayoga vakyam, bhave prayoga vakyam. So Kartari prayogam is nothing but active voice in English. Karmani is nothing but passive voice in English. And bhave prayogam means impersonal voice in the English. So Kartari prayogam, karmani prayogam, bhave prayogam. So how to make a Kartari prayoga vakyam, how to make a karmani prayoga vakyam, how to make a bhave prayoga vakyam. To make sentences, we use three types of words. One is verb kriya padam, subject karta, kartrupadam, and object karma padam. In a sentence, if the karta is important, in a sentence, what is important? Karta is important, karma is important. If karta is important, that is kartrupadam. If karma is important, karma padam. If kartrupadam is important, that is called kartari prayoga vakyam. If karma padam is important, it's called karmani prayoga vakyam. So in this sentence, earlier we that is Balaha Patam Patati, there Patati, who is doing work? Balaha is doing the work. So Karta is doing the work there. So that Karta is important there. That's why that is Kartari prayoga vakyam. In some sentences, the karma will be important. The kriya padam will be karma type. by, done by. So when you say done by, the work is done by, reading done by so and so. Then what is the important there? Reading done by, Patham is done by reading. Patham was read by him. He is read by him. So Patham is read by him. So the Patham is important there. So that is Karmani Prayoga Vakyam. When answer goes to karma, then Karma Pada Vakyam, Karmani Prayoga Vakyam. When answer goes to Karta, that is Kartari Prayoga Vakyam. When you put a question on Kriya. So that means the Kriya Pada will be two types. For Kartari Prayoga Vakyam different, Karmani Prayoga Vakyam different. We are going to Karmani Prayoga Vakyam later. Now let us go into Kartari Prayoga Vakyam first, in this first chapter, first session. In a sentence, if Karta and in Karma Padam, and in Bhava Prayogam, third one is Bhava Prayogam. In Bhava Prayogam, the Karta Kriya Padam used is Akarmaka Kriya Padam. If Akarmaka Kriya Padam is used, that is Bhava Prayogam. Sakarmaka Kriya Padam is not used there. Akarmaka Kriya Padam is used there. There is nothing but Karmani Prayogam without Karma. That is called Bhava Prayogam. Karmani Prayogam without Karma is called Bhava Prayogam. Now let us go into, we'll read the Bhava Prayogam and Karmani Prayogam and Bhava Prayogam later at a second level. And first level we will read only Kartari Prayogam. In a sentence, if Karta is important, that sentence is called Kartari Prayogam. When we put a question on the Kriya Padam, the answer we get is Kartrupadam. That is the person who does that work. So Kartrupadam is important. Pradhana Shabdaha. Kartrupadam is important. That's why it's Pradhana Shabdaha. The Pradhana Shabda should be always in Pradhama Vibhakti. That Pradhama Vibhakti is called nominative case. Pradhama Vibhakti. Kartrupadam should be in Pradhama Vibhakti. Kartari Prayoga Vakyam. So first rule is Karta should be in Pradhama Vibhakti. That is first rule. The second rule is, in a sentence, if karma is important, that sentence is called Karmani Prayogam. So this already told. In Karmani, now let us go into more details of Kartari Prayogam. Kartari Prayoga Niyamani. The rules for writing Kartari Prayogam, Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, that is active voice. In Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, that is in active voice sentence, Kartrupadam subject is important and it shall be in the first case. That is Pradhama Vibhakti. That is first rule. The second rule is Karma Padam is not a must. Without Karma Padam also, the sentence can be made. For example, Balaha Hasati is there. So there is no Karma Padam there, but still it is a sentence. So Balaha Hasati is also a sentence. Balaha Patam Patati is also a sentence. So when you use Patati Kriya, the Karma Padam is Patam is there. That is also Kartrupada Vakyam only. But when you use Hasati Kriya, Balaha Hasati, that is also Kartari Prayoga Vakyam only. But Karma is not there. So that means if you use Kartari Prayoga or Sakarmaka Kriya, Akarmaka Kriya, for both the Kriyas you can use for making a Kartari Prayoga Vakyam. So in such case, Karma Padam is a must to make a Kartari Prayoga Vakyam? Not required. When you use Hasati, Karma Padam is not there, but sentence is made. So, Kartari Prayoga Vakyam doesn't, having karma is not a must. Having karma is not a must. Okay. But if we use sentences with Sakarmaka Kriya Padam, for example, Patati, Likhati, Khadati, like that, having karma for that Kriya, then definitely there will be a Karma Padam there. So in that case, that is Karma Padam, how we should use it? That is a question. Kartru Padam, we are using Pradhama Vibhakti. Okay, that is understood. Then Karma Padam, how to use it? We already learned in Vibhakti Prayogas. Karma Padam should be in Ditya Vibhakti in a sentence. That's what we have learned earlier. Right? So now when Karma Padam is there, that should be applied in a Ditya Bhakti case, Ditya second case, accusative case. So Balaha Patam Patati. Here Patam is the Ditya Bhakti. The second case is accusative case. If Pradhama Bhakti is Pataha, Where is here it is used as patham. So patha is Prathama Vibhakti, patham is Ditya Vibhakti. So karma is used in Ditya Vibhakti. That means what is the rule? In Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, karma should be always in Ditya Vibhakti. That is the rule. And the third rule is, if karma is there in the sentence, karma padam should be in Ditya Vibhakti. Here the rule is, karma padam when used in Kartari Prayoga Vakyam shall be in Ditya Vibhakti accusative case. This is third rule. Then fourth rule. Now Kriya padam. What is the condition of Kriya padam? The Kriya padam shall be used in line with Kartru padam. Kriya padam should use in line with Kartru padam. Kriya padam Kartru padam anusarati. It follows. It follows Kartru padam. It follows it with which respect. If Kartru padam is Prathama Purusha, Kriya should be Kriya padam should be in Prathama Purusha. If Kartru padam is Madhyama Purusha, Kriya padam also should be in Madhyama Purusha. If Kartru padam is Uttama Purusha, Kriya padam also should be in Uttama Purusha. Similarly, Vachanam. If Kartru padam is Ekavachanam, Kriya padam also should be in Ekavachanam. If Kartru padam is Divachanam, Kriya padam also should be in Divachanam. If Kartru padam is Bahuvachanam, Kriya padam also in Bahuvachanam. So with respect to Purusha and Vachanam, the Kriya padam follows Kartru padam. That is the fourth rule. So these are the four rules we should remember. And then if Balaha is in Ekavachanam, singular number, and Balaha Sabda is Prathama Purusha Sabdaha. So verb shall be in the Prathama Purusha. So Pata Dhatu is used in Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam, that is Patatu, in line with attributes of Kartrupadam Balaha Patati. So Patati Sabdam is used in line with Balaha Sabdam. In which respect? Balaha is Prathama Purusha, Patati is also Prathama Purusha Kriya. Balaha is Ekavachanam, Patati is also Ekavachan Rupam. So like that. If Kartrupadam is used in Divachanam, the Kriya Padam also should be in Divachanam. So dual form, that is dual form. So Balau, if I use Balau Sabdam, then what will be the sentence? Balau Patham Patataha. So it's not Patati here. When I use Balau, it's not Patati, it is Patataha. When I use Ekavachanam, it is Patati. When I use Divachanam for Karta, the Kriya is Patataha. So the Kriya is changed along with Kartrupadam. So if Kartrupadam is in Bahuvachanam, that is Balaha, many boys, more than 2 boys. Then what is the sentence? Balaha Patham Patanti. So this means Balaha Bahuvachanam, the Patanti is Bahuvachanam. So Balaha Ekavachanam, Patati, Balo Divachanam, Patataha, Balaha Bahuvachanam, Patanti. But in all the 3 sentences, the karma is Patham only. That doesn't change. The Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam doesn't change. But the changes of Kartrupadam, the Kriya Karma Padam need not change. For changes of the Kriya Padam, the Karma Padam need not change. So, if Madhyama Purusha Kartrupadam is used, for example, now Prathama Purusha, this is Prathama Purusha examples. If I use Madhyama Purusha Kriya Padam, then what would be the Kriya? What is Madhyama Purusha Kriya Padam? Takarantaha, Trilingakaha, Ishma Sabdaha, Ekavachanam, Tvam. This Tvam, when I use it, what should be the verb I should use? Patasi. Patasi is to be used. That is Madhyama Purusha Kriya. That's what we learned the table earlier. So, Patha, Patami, Patati, Patataha, Patanti, Prathama Purusha, Patasi, Patataha, Patata, Madhyama Purusha, Patami, Patavaha, Patamaha, Uttama Purusha. This is what we learned the table, right? So now we are using the Madhyama Purusha, second line. Second line of the table we are learning. That is Patasi. When Patasi is used, when Karta is Tvam. Karta is Ishmat Sabda. Tvam, Ekavachanam. If I use Tvam, then Patasi is to be used. We cannot use Patati. So Tvam Patasi. Tvam Patham Patasi. That is the Vakya. Tvam Patham Patasi. Tvam is Karta, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam, and Patasi, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana Kriya. And Patham is same. Karma is same. In the same way, if we use Kartrupadam in Uttama Purusha, the verb will be, the Kriyapadam will be in Uttama Purusha Kriyapadam. That is Patami. We use Patami. Kartrupadam is Aham. Karmapadam, Kriyapadam is Vatami. So Aham Patami. So for these things, again, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam will be different. We will accordingly we'll learn that when we come to that. So we'll observe that Kriyapadam is changing with respect, in line with Kartrupadam. Now let us change the Karmapadam from Ekavachanam to Bahuvachanam. See whether the Kriyapadam changes. Now we have to check now Karmapadam, for changes in Karmapadam, Kriyapadam need to be changed or not. That we have to check now. So now let us change Karmapadam. That is what Karmapadam, what Sabdam we are using? We are using Patati. So, Patam. Patam Karmapadam we are using. Now, here we must understand the Vibhakti Rupas of word Pataha. So, Pataha Shabdam is a Pullinga Ekavachana Shabdam. Akaranta Pullinga Ekavachana Shabda. Akaranta Pullinga Pata Shabda. Akaranta Pullinga Pata Shabda. Ekavachanam Pataha. Dvivachanam Patau. Bahuvachanam Pataha. This is Pradhama Vibhakti. For this, Ditya Vibhakti will be Pataha becomes Patam. If you use Patau, it becomes Patau only. If you use Pataha, then become Patan. So if you want to use Patam into Bahuvachanam, you have to use Patan. In the earlier sentence, we are using Patam. If you want to change this Patam to Bahuvachanam, we have to use Patan. Because that is the Bahuvachanam for Ditya Vibhakti for this Sabdam. Pataha Sabdasya Ditya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam is Patan. Ditya Vibhakti. So hence the sentence with karma as Ditya Bhakti Bahuvachanam, that is Patam, Patan. The Kartri Prayoga sentence will be like this. Using a Bahuvachana karma. Balaha Patan Patati. Here he is reading more lessons. In earlier sentence he read only one lesson. Patam Patati. Now what he is reading now? Many lessons. Balaha Patan Patati. Many lessons he is reading. So this Patan Sabdam is changed. But do we need to change the Kriyapadam Patati? Not required. Why? The Patati is relation with Karta, not in relation with Karma. Whether the boy reads one lesson, then also Patati only. If the boy reads 10 lessons, that also Patati only. Because Patati's work is done by Balaha, not by Patha. It is a karma. So that karma sabdam is independent of Kriyapadam. Kriyapadam is independent of Karmapadam. Karmapadam, whatever may be, it doesn't matter for Kriyapadam in Kartari Prayoga Vakyam. So Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, in Kartari Prayoga Vakyam, Kriyapadam Kartrupadam Anusarati. It follows the Kartrupadam. It follows the subject. Kartrupadam means subject. Kriyapadam means verb. Verb follows subject. It doesn't follow the object. Patan. Verbs did not change. Patati only will be there. If you change Kartrupadam to Bahuvachanam, for example, now let us change the Kartrupadam to Bahuvachanam. Then what will be the sentence now? The sentence will be Balaha Patam Patanti. When we change Bala to Balaha, the Kriya is necessarily to change Patanti, because we have to say how many boys are reading. The boys, then this Patanti also should be in Bahuvachanam. But Patam can be Ekavachanam only, or Patam can be Bahuvachanam only. But Patanti changed when you have changed Karta. When you have changed Karma, it is not changing. So the conclusion is, the proof, the verification what we have done now is, the Kartrupadam is independent of Karmapadam and depending on follows Kartrupadam. That's what we have learned, fourth rule. So now we see we make a sentences with in a Vartamana Kala Rupam. We make some tables like here. So let us take some words. Ramaha Pullinga word, Namavachaka word. Sita Strilinga Namavachaka word. Mitram Napusalinga Namavachaka word. And Saha Saranama word Pullinga. Sa Saranama word Strilinga. And Tat Napusaka word Strilinga. And then we take Majjhima Purusha Tvam Sabdam Ekavachanam and Aham Sabdam Divachanam. Tvam Sabdam Ekavachanam, Yuvam Divachanam. Like that. For all the three, the table is like this. Ramaha, Rama, Ramaha. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Like Sita, Site, Sitaha. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Mitram, Mitre, Mitrani. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Saha, Saha, Sahataute. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Sa te taha. Tat te tani. Like that. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. Trilinga ka shabdaha. All lingas same. So, Asma Shabdam. Aham, Avam, Om. This is also Trilinga ka shabdam. Uttama Purusha. So, Prathama Purusha Shabdas 6 we have taken. Madhyama Purusha Shabdas 2 we have taken. And let us make sentences with these 6 plus 2, 8. Okay. Then, what karma we are taking now? We are taking karma as Patha Shabdam. Patha. The root word Patha. Its Pradama Bhakti Rupam is Pataha. Its Ditya Bhakti Rupam is Patham. So, this Patham we are taking as a karma. Then, we are taking a dhatu called Pat. Pat dhatu we are taking. This Pat dhatu, Parasmaipad dhatu we are taking Pat dhatu. It is Parasmaipadi. This is with Vartamana Kala Kriyapadam with Ti. That is Parasmaipadi. This Ti is the Vartamana Kala Kriyapadam. So, this is used for Parasmaipadi dhatu. So, for Parasmaipad dhatu, Ti is used. So, Pat is the Kriya, singular Kriya. And then Patati is the singular. Jewel is Patataha. Plural is Patanti. Then for Madhyama Purusha, it is Patasi, Patataha, Patatha. For Uttama Purusha, Patami, Patavaha, Patamaha. Now we have to make sentences with Kriya to those Kartas. These 6 Kartas we have selected here. We have taken 6 Kartas. Ekavachanam 6 Kartas, Divachanam 6, Bahuvachanam 6. Taking these 6, adding Karma, Patham, adding Karma, Patham, and adding Kriya, these 9 Kriya, these Kriyas, we make sentences. These sentences are like this. Ramaha, Pratham, Pulling Shabdam. Ramaha Patham Patati, Ekavachanam. Ramau Patham Patataha, Divachanam. Ramaha Patham Patanti, Bahuvachanam. So, Sita Patham Patati. Same. Just like only Rama I changed it to Sita, that's all. No change. Site Patham Patataha. Sita changed it to Site. That's all. Rama changed it to Site. Patham Patataha same. Similarly, Sita Bahuvachanam Sitaha. Here Ramaha Badlu Sitaha we are writing. Patham Patanti. Because the verb doesn't change with respect to lingam. So Mitram Patham Patati. Mitre Patham Patataha. Mitrani Patham Patanti. These is Nabusaka Rupam. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. These are all the 3 are Namavachaka Rupas. Namavachaka Kartas. When you take Sarvanama Kartas, the order is same. Saha Patham Patati. Tau Patham Patataha. Te Patham Patanti. Saha Ekavachanam, Tau Divachanam, Te Bahuvachanam. Patati Ekavachanam, Patataha Divachanam, Patanti Bahuvachanam. But Patham is same in all the 3. Similarly, Sa, if you take Strilinga Shabdam, Sa Patham Patati. Sa Patham Patati, Te Patham Patataha, Taha Patham Patanti. So here also, according to the number, the Kriya is changing. Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Similarly, Nabuskalakam Tat. Tat Patham Patati, Te Patham Patataha, Tani Patham Patanti. So I made how many sentences we have made? 6 into 3, 18 sentences we have made. With this Kriya Patati, Patadhatu, for Prathama Purusha. For Madhyama Purusha, how many sentences? Only one line. One Tvam Yuvam Yuyam. So 3 sentences will come. Tvam Patham Patasi. Patasi is used here. Yuvam Patham Patataha. Patatha. Tha. Earlier it is Ta. Patataha. Here it is Patatha. THA. Patatha. Patatha. Here it is 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 Patatha. Patatha. Tattah, tattah, patatah, patatah. Here wrong, it's wrong here. Patam patatah. It's here, tvam patam patasi, yuvam patam patatah, th, patatah. Yuyam patam patatha. Then Uttam Purusha, aham patam patami, avam patam patamaha, vayam patam, sorry.
Avam patavaha.
I made a wrong correction.
Avam patam patavaha.
Correct. Patam, I made correction at patam. So, avam patam patavaha. Similarly, vayam patam patamaha. Okay, like that. You have to make these sentences. Now, total 24 sentences. Now, for patadhatu, we made 24 sentences. Now, homework for you is select 5 dhatus like this. Pata, khada, dhava, like that. Whatever you like. 6 verbs you take. And for 6 verbs, you use this 6 prasvipadi verbs. You take and then make the 24 sentences each. This is the homework for you. Then, if you go to the Apnepadi, we have to take different karma padam we will take. We will take Deva, we take as a karma padam. Devaha is the Pradama Vibhakti. Devam is Ditya Vibhakti. Devaha Shabdasya Ditya Vibhakti is Devam. Now the Kriya we are taking is Vanda Dhatu, Apnepadi Dhatu. When Apnepadi Dhatu is used, this T becomes Te. This T becomes, it cannot be Te. For Vartamana Kalam, T is Te here, not Te. T for Parasmepadi Dhatu, Te is for Apnepadi Dhatu. That we are learned in the earlier. 2 types of dhatus we learned, right? Patha, patati, balha, vandate. We read 2 types of tables we read earlier. One is with the T table, another is with the Te table. So this Te table, this is also Vartamana Kalam, that is also Vartamana Kalam, but the dhatu is different. This dhatu is Apnepadi dhatu. That dhatu is Parasmepadi dhatu. Pata dhatu is Parasmepadi dhatu. Vanda dhatu is Apnepadi dhatu. So for same Vartamana Kalam, Ekavachanam, with the same Namvachika Shabdam, Sarvanam, Pradhama Purush Shabdam, Madhyama Purush Shabdam, say Pradhama Purush Shabdam, Vartamana Kala, Ekavachana Kriya, it ends with Te. So here, with Apnepad Dhatu, the Kriya that is to be used Vanda Te in Pradhama Purusha Ekavachanam. Divachanam Vande Te, Bhavachanam Vandante. And Madhyama Purusha we have to use Vanda Se. Divachanam Vande The. Bhavachanam Vandadve. Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam Vande. Divachanam Vandavahe. Bhavachanam Vandamahe. So this is the table we have to use for Apnepadi. And the prachayas to be used is Te, Ete, Ante. Se, Ete, Adve. Ye, Avahe, Amahe. Whereas in Parasmepad Dhatu, what are the prachayas we used? Ti, Taha, Anti. Si, Thaha, Tha. Ami, Avaha, Amaha. These are the prachayas we use. And here in Apnepadi, what we are prachayas, for same Vartamana Kalam, we are using different prachayas. Te, Ete, Ante. Se, Ete, Adve. In red color I have written. Ye, Avahe, Amahe. So now we make sentences now. Same, the kartas are same. As we taken for Parasmepadi, the kartas are same. Kriya and karma are changing. So Ramaha Devam Vandate. Ramaha Pradhama Bhakti, Devam Ditya Bhakti, Vandate, Parasmepadi, Apnepadi, Kriya Padam. Ekavachanam Pradhama Purusha. Ramau Devam Vandete. Ramaha Devam Vandante. Sita Devam Vandete. Vandate. Site Devam Vandete. Sitaha Devam Vandante. Mitram Devam Vandate. Mitre Devam Vandete. Mitrani Devam Vandante. Then Sarvanam Sabda. Saha Devam Vandate. Tau Devam Vandete. Te Devam Vandante. Sa Devam Vandate. Te Devam Vandete. Taha Devam Vandante. Similar. Tat Devam Vandate. Te Devam Vandete. Tani Devam Vandante. What is the difference we found here? Only the prachayam different we found here. Earlier sentence, these sentences. There, ti, taha, anti. Here, te, ete, ante. Like that. Now, all these cases, you have found the difference of prachayam only. Parasmapadi prachayas are different. Apnepadi prachayas are different. So that's what the difference you should understand. The difference you should remember. What is the difference between that and this? Tvam devam vandase. Earlier it was si. Now it is se. Parasmapadi is si. Apnepadi it is se. Similarly, yum devam vandete. Earlier, vandatha. Sorry, earlier patataha. Here, vandete. Ethe. There, taha. Here is ethe. In Parasmapadi, vandatha, patatha. Tha is the prachayam there. Majjhima purusha bahuvachanam. But in Atmanipadi, advam. Vandadvam. Vandadvam is the prachayam here. Vandadvam. Advam is the prachayam here. Vandadve. Sorry, Vandadve is the prachayam here. Yuyam devam vandadve. There, tha. Parasmapadi prachayam is tha for Majjhima purusha bahuvachanam. Here it is adve. Vandadve. Aham devam vande. This is Uttama purusha ekavachanam. Vande. A only will come there, that's all. Not ami. Just like ami there, patami. Not patami here. Here is only A will come in Atmanepadi. Then Divachanam, Vandavahe. Avahe will come. Bahuvachanam, Vayam, Vandamahe will come. So like this, take 5 Atmanepadi Kriyas, make the table first. Make the table like this first. And then make 24 sentences like this made here. So this is the abhyasam. Unless you do this abhyasam, you will not be able to master this. This is Vartamana Kala Kriya Rupas, sentences. This will read again as a Vartamana Kala, later we read. But these are sentences we made with Parasmapadi Dhatus and Atmanepadi Dhatus, using different prachayas. In Atmanepadi, in Parasmapadi, we use it prachayas as for Kriya Padam. We use ti, taha, anti, si, taha, tha, ami, avaha, amaha. For example, if I made this patati to creed, creedati, creedataha, creedanti, creedasi, creedatha, creedatha, creedami, creedavaha, creedamaha. Again, I will read. Creedati, creedataha, creedanti, creedasi, creedataha, creedatha, creedami, creedavaha, creedamaha. You write like this new table and write these sentences, replacing patati by creed. Creedati, creedataha, creedanti, like that. So like that, read the table. And again, when come to Vanda, instead of Vanda, you take Bhasha. Bhashate, Bhashete, Bhashante, Bhashase, Bhashethe, Bhashadve, Bhashe, Bhashavahe, Bhashamahe. So this is Atmanepadi, second example. So like that, you make new verbs, new tables, and make new sentences. This is how you have to practice. Unless you practice, you will not be able to learn with confidence. You have to develop your confidence for using this prachayas. Without thinking, you should be able to use it. How will it come? By abhyasam only it will come. So practice makes man perfect. Now, here this is how to make sentences we understood. with karta, karma, kriya using parasmapati dhatus and atmanepati dhatus. Then now let us understand a concept of asti and santi. The asti is the kriya, parasmapati kriya, and its bahuvachanam is santi. Whenever karta is ekavachanam, balaha, we use asti. Balaha asti, balika asti, mitram asti, saha asti, sa asti, tat asti. If that is bahuvachanam, dvivachanam, balau staha, balike staha, mitre staha, tau staha, te staha, te staha. This is for dvivachanam. For bahuvachanam, balaha santi, balikaha santi, mitrani santi, te santi, taha santi, tani santi. Like that, asti santi prayogam. Whenever we use ekavachanam, we use asti. Whenever we use bahuvachanam, we use santi. Divachanam prayogam is hardly done. But ekavachanam, bahuvachanam mostly, asti, santi, mostly you come across in our normal language. So now reading abhyasam. This reading abhyasam, I have given a book table you are given with different sentences. Please read these sentences. You will understand various verbs, how it is used. Balaha patati, shishyaha namati, like that. Agrajaha vadati, janakaha pasyati, pitruha puchati, putraha swasyaha, vrishyaha balati, sevakaha tishtati. Various dhatus I have given the Vartamana Kala Rupas here. All Vartamana Kala Rupas. In all these things, what is the common thing you are finding here in the verb is ti. The kriya is, karta is changing, dhatu is changing. What is common in all these sentences? About 30 sentences I have written here. In all the 30 sentences, they are all parasmapati dhatus. Prathama Purusha, Vartamana Kala, Ekavachana, Vakyani with parasmapati dhatu. With parasmapati dhatu. With parasmapati dhatu, Prathama Purusha, Vartamana Kala, Ekavachana Vakyas. They are all Ekavachana Vakyas. By karta is Ekavachana only. And kriya is following karta. But the dhatus are different. The pat is different. Nam is different. Nam is changed. Pat is replaced by nam. So what is common in all these things? In all the kriyas, what is the common? The common is ti. The prachayam ti. This ti prachayam, what is indicating? It is indicating first prathama purusha. Karta is prathama purusha. That is what it is indicating. In patati, this ti is indicating the karta who is doing this work. He is a prathama purusha karta, not madhyama purusha, not uttama purusha. That's what it is indicating. And second thing, what it is indicating? It is indicating Vartamana Kala Vakyam. This is Vartamana Kala Vakyam. It is happening now. At the present, when we are talking, it is happening. Vartamana Kalam. It is indicating Kalam. So it is indicating Purusha, it is indicating Kalam, and it is Vachanam also. Ekavachanam. How many kartas are there? Only one karta is there. So it is indicating three sentences. This ti prachayam is giving information to other person who is hearing that we are talking about the Prathama Purusha, Vartamana Kalam, Ekavachana Vakyam. So that's how you should understand, and these things you should practice and then understand. Then with Bahuvachanam, how it changes. Then Likhanti, Chitrakaram. Karta changes to Bahuvachanam and Kriya also changes to Bahuvachanam. Chitrakaraha Likhanti. What will be the ekavachanam for this? Chitrakaraha likhati. Bharavaha vahanti. Bahuvachanam. Ekavachanam. Bharavaha vahati. Choraha dhavanti. Bahuvachanam. Choraha dhavati. Ekavachanam. Like that you practice all these Bahuvachana Vakyas with ekavachana and ekavachana Vakyas with Bahuvachanam. Practice ekavachana Vakyas with Bahuvachanam. For example, Balaha patati. Balaha patanti, Sishyaha namati, Sishyaha namanti. Practice. Like that, you practice. The abhyasam for you. And then here, Chitrakaraha likhanti, Chitrakaraha likhati, Bharavaha vahanti, Bharavaha vahati. Like that, you practice all these things. Okay? Similarly, when you go to Madhyama Purusha, when you change the karta to Prathama Purusha to Madhyama Purusha karta is same. Say only one karta, that is tvam. The karta is always same. In Madhyama Purusha sentences, the karta is always tvam in ekavachanam. So what is the parchayam used here? Si. The pracham is used C. So tvam patasi, tvam namasi, tvam pasyasi, tvam pruchasi, tvam gachasi, tvam davasi, all tvam, C will come. Whatever dhatu you put, you add C, that become Vartamana Kalam, Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachan. Vartamana Kalam, Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachan. For this sentence, this Vartamana Kala sentence, this Prathama Purusha is the Karta, that is Tvam, and Ekavachana Karta, C. The C is indicating what now here? Madhyama Purusha, Vartamana Kalaha, Ekavachan. So similarly, Bahuvachanam, Tha. Yuyam Khadatha. Madhyama Purusha, Vartamana Kalaha, Bahuvachanam. Yuyam. Yuyam Khadata. What is change? Tha. So earlier C, now it is Tha. So this pracham change is there. So now earlier UM also same. For all Bahuvachanams, UM is also same. UM will not change because only one Karta. If you say Khadata, is UM only, implied. If you say Khadasi, that is Tvam only, it is implied. Not necessary to write also. If you don't write, you write just Patasi, that's all. That means Tvam is already there. Because there's only Kriya that can be used, Kata that can be used for that Kriya. For this Patasi Kriya, the Karta, if you can write only the word Tvam. No other word you can write in that. So that's why once you write Patasi, it is implied that Tvam is there. Similarly, once you write Kadatha, it is implied that is UM is there. You are all eating. That is implied. So that's what you are going to practice these things for the Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Bahuvachanam Vakyas, and similarly tell if it is Tvam Patasi, Yuyam Patatha. Similarly, Yuyam Khadatha, Tvam Khadasi. Like that practice. Write in your notebooks. Practice means writing, reading and writing also. Then comes to Uttama Purusha. So what is Uttama Purusha Shabdam? Ashmat Shabdam. Ashmat Shabdam, Ekavachanam, Aham. So for that Kriya will be Ichchami. Aham Ichchami. Aham Ichchami, Ami has come. Aham Ruchyami, Aham Smarami, Ami has come for this year. For Uttama Purusha, Ami has come. Dhatu plus Ami. This Ami represents what then? Uttama Purusha is representing, Vartamana Kala it is representing, Ekavachanam is representing. So if you go to Bahuvachanam, Vayam Kridamaha. So what is Maha? Maha is representing here. Maha is representing Amaha, not Maha. Amaha. Amaha, what is representing here? Uttama Purusha is representing Vayam, and Vartamana Kalaha it is representing, and it is representing Bahuvachanam. Now, similarly, just like Madhyama Purusha, practice for Uttama Purusha also, Ekavachanam and Bahuvachanam. Aham Ichchami, Vayam Ichchamaha. Similarly, Vayam Kridamaha, Aham Kridami. Like that practice, all these sentences. Now let us go to different verbs now. The earlier verbs are Parasmapadi verbs. Now for Apnapadi verbs, how to do it? Same thing, pracham changes, that's all. Earlier Ti, now it is Te. So Rukshaha Kampate is shaking. Ruksha, the tree is shaking. That is the Kriya here. Kampate. This is Kampate is the Apnapadi Kriya. That's why Te is to be used. But the attributes are same. What are the attributes? Pradhama Purusha, Vartamana Kalaha, Ekavachanam. But only Dhatu is different. Dhatu type is different. Earlier Dhatus were, when Ti is used, those Dhatus are Parasmaipadi Dhatus. Parasmaipadi Dhatus. Here the Dhatus, the second set of Dhatus. The second set of Dhatus, what we learned earlier, these are Atmanepadi Dhatus. So these Atmanepadi Dhatus, the pracham for the same attributes, Vartamana Kalaha, Pradhama Purusha, Ekavachanam, you get Te, not Ti. This is what you should remember. When you use Atmanepadi Dhatu, you have to use Te, not Ti. Rukshaha Kampate, Saha Bhashate. Then the question comes, how do I know whether Atmanepadi, Parasmapadi? As on date, by reading, that's all. By reading these tables. Number of Dhatus are Number of dhatus have been given here. Kampa, Bhasha, Saha. All these dhatus are Atmanepad dhatus. Because they are all fixed by the grammarian, Panini. By meaning, you cannot attribute as it is. But generally, the meaning is, as I told you earlier, Atmanepadi and Parasmepadi dhatu difference is Bhavardhaka dhatu. Atmanepad dhatu is Bhavardhaka dhatu. How to explain that? For example, if we take Pasyati, Balaha Pasyati, that is Parasmepad dhatu. Balaha Pasyati. But Balaha, I use Iksha. I use Iksha dhatu. If I use Iksha, that is also seeing only. Pasyati is also seeing only. Iksha is also seeing only. And what is the difference between Pasyati and Ikshate? When you use Iksha, you cannot use Ti. You have to use Te. That is because Atmanepadi. So Balaha Ikshate, Balaha Pasyati. Balaha Pasyati is just general seeing. But Balaha Ikshate is seeing with some wish, some intention, some idea, some korika, some wish. He's having some wish. So there is a fruit is there. He wants to eat that fruit. With that intention, if he is seeing that, then it is Ikshate. There is a bhavam behind that. But when there is just seeing, just like eye is there, seeing. So Pasyati. Similarly, Alokate is there. Alokate Balakrishnam. Yashoda, Alokate Balakrishnam. Alokate, that is also seeing only. But what is the difference? There is a bhavam behind that Alokate. With supervision, with watching. Alokate is watching seeing. Ikshate is wishing seeing. Pasyati is just general seeing. So there is a difference in seeings. That difference is created by this Bhavardhaka Kriyas. Atmanepadi Bhavardhaka Kriyas. These are all Atmanepadi Bhavardhaka dhatus. Atmanepadi dhatus are Bhavardhaka dhatus. Parasmepadi dhatus general dhatus. That is the difference. Some dhatus will be there which can be used as Atmanepadi as well as Parasmepadi also. For example, Pachati is there. Pachati. That is Ubhayapadi. That means it can be used as Pachati. It can be used as Pachate. Both you can use. So what is the difference between these two? Pachati means if you use karta as Pachakaha, a cook. A cook is cooking. Pachakaha Pachati. For him, Pachana Karikram, the cooking Karikram is general. It's not a specific Karikram for him. He doesn't make specifically each one person one he doesn't make. In a catering, one caterer makes everybody same, Pachati. Everybody makes same. He doesn't make specifically for one person. But Amba Pachate. If you say Amba, what Amba does? Amma. Mother, what he does? He does it with a specific effort, with specific love, with specific understanding of quality of each person in the house, she makes. That's why Amba Pachate. Amba Pachate, Pachaka Pachati. But Pachadhatu is same in both places. That's why there is Ubhayapadi dhatu. That dhatu is Ubhayapadi dhatu. Can be used as Ti, can be used as Te also in Vartamana Kalam. That is the understanding. Okay. With this understanding, we should go ahead, and you go ahead, you will understand more and more better than what we understood now. Okay, like that you practice all these sentences, read them number of times, write them once or twice, then make new use Ekvachan to Bahuvachan, Bahuvachan to Ekvachan transformation. That also you do it. That's what you have to do. Okay. Now with this, we have come to one section of using Atmanepadi dhatu and Parasmepadi dhatu in Vartamana Kalam. How to use? We understood that. In Vartamana Kalam, one column we have learnt now. That is Vartamana Kalam. And using sentences, making sentences with Atmanepadi dhatus and Parasmepadi dhatus both. Okay. Now let us go to another important chapter. Lakaras and Tigantas. So what is Lakaras? Now we have learnt only Vartamana Kalam. But this Vartamana Kalam Lakaram is one Lakaram. Like this Vartamanakala Lakara Kriya Padas, there are 10 types of Kriya Padas are there in the Sanskrit language. They are represented by Lakaras. Panini has given name as Lakaras. He has given name as Lakaras. So these Lakaras are this: Lat, Lit, Lut, Rut, Late, Lot, Lung, Ling, Lung, Rung. These are the 10 Lakaras he has given. In this Lat Lakaram, we have learnt Vartamanakalam. The Vartamanakalam represented by Lat. There are so many 9 types of verbs are there, other than Vartamanakalam. All those things we may not learn in our syllabus. We learn in Pravesha, we learn 4. Lat we will learn, Lot we will learn, Lung we will learn, Lot we will learn, Rut we will learn. Lat is Vartamanakalam we learn, Rut is Bhavishyat Kalam we learn, and then Lung, Bhutakalam we learn, and Lot, Praranarthakam. Praranarthaka Kriya. 4 Lakaras we learn out of these 10 here. But this 10, there is one Lakara, this with the Ling Lakara. This Ling Lakara has got 2 sections. The Ling Lakara has got Vidhiling and Ashirling. So with that becomes 11. But this late is in Vedas. So this late doesn't come as a general Sanskrit language. Late is a Veda Lakara. So for learning Vedas, you have to learn late Lakara. General Sanskrit language doesn't teach late. Veda Vyakaranam is different from other Sanskrit Vyakaranam. Other Sanskrit Vyakaranam, without late, there are 10 by dividing Vidhiling into Ling into 2 lings, Vidhiling and Ashirling. So now, what are the difference between these things? Just we will see. Vartamana Kalaha is represented by Lat Lakara. Bhutakalas, there are 3 Bhutakalas. Lung, Lung, Lit. I will explain later what is Lung, what is Lung, and what is Lit. Lung, Lung, Lit. 3 Bhutakalas are there. And then Bhavishyat Kalam is Rut and Lut. 2 Bhavishyat Kalas are there. And Bhuta Bhavishyat, that means in Bhuta Bhavishyat, in the past tense, future. That is Bhuta Bhavishyat. That is Rung. Then next comes Vidyarthaka Kriya. There is one type is Lot Lakaram, is Praranarthakam. Agna, Prarana, and then Prardhana. This is Lot Lakaram. Okay. And then Sambhavanarthaka Lingalakara. That is Vidhiling. That means as a duty. A duty is to be done by you. It may be done, it may not be done. So that is a Sandeharthaka Kriya. So Vidhiling Lakara is the Sambhavanartha Vidhiling Lakara. And then Ashirling is for giving Ashirvada. So these are 3 Vidyarthaka Lingas, Vidyarthaka Kriya, Lakaras. So there are total 10 Lakaras again. Though Veda Lakaram is removed and kept separately, there are again 10 Lakaras we could understand. So now let us go to next section. See, I am going very fast. Actually, I should, for a Pravesha student, I will teach in a different classes, these things. But this is a revision because this level 2 now we are going. Level 2 is supposed to be Parichaya class. I have to finish this Pravesha because you may or may not be knowing these things. That's why I am taking this Pravesha division first and then going to Parichaya. But if you want to more detailedly, please join my classes. They will run for 6 months and you can understand Pravesha also you can join, Parichaya also you can join. Both you can learn simultaneously. Please join my classes. I already sent the links to you. People who have not done Pravesha and Parichaya, please join the classes. The people who have already done it, nothing required for them. Many people have passed COVID also in this group. I know that. So for them is not the must. For the people who doesn't know at all, who just starting, please join the classes, learn for 6 months, write the exam in August finish Pravesha, and next February you finish Parchaya. That will make you to eligible for Siksha, third level, fourth level, Kovida. By Kovida, you will be able to understand any slokam yourself by reading them, that slokam, you can understand that slokam. That is the level, you have to reach the fourth level only. For first and second levels, you will not be able to understand immediately the slokam. You will be able to understand vakya, sentences, that's all. But for reaching the slokam, for understanding a slokam, you have to learn third and fourth levels also. Now I am going in first level now. Basics of lakaras. What Vibhakti Prachayas I have told you. Now I am going to tell you lakaras. 4 lakaras I am going to tell you. That is Vartamana Kalam, Bhuta Kalam, Bhavishyat Kalam, and Praranarthaka. 4 lakaras I am going to brief you in this Pravesha session. First 5-6 classes. Now, every dhatu, if you observe, now let us understand the dhatu formation, how it is dhatu formation is made. Dhatu, which indicates the root word of the verb, indicating action. Then there is Vikarana Prachaya is one Prachaya is there, which indicates the Ganam. Which Ganam is there? We already read, there are 10 Ganas are there, we have read already. Each Gana will have a Prachayam. A, I, U, Ya, I, like that. So these Prachayas will be the second step, second Prachayam. Third one is Akhyata Prachayam, which indicates the Kala, Lakara, which indicates the Lakara. That is called Tiganta Prachaya or Akhyata Prachaya. These Lakaras, 10 Lakaras have got different Prachayas. So this Ti Prachaya belongs to Lat. Ti or Te belongs to Lat. Ti belongs to Lat, and Lit has something else, Lut something else, Rut something else, Late something else, Load something else, Lung something else, Ling something else, Lung something else, Drung something. So 10 has got different Prachayas, Teganta Prachayas. And that is a big, that is a called Teganta Prachaya. They are called Teganta Prachayas. Similarly for Atmanepadi and Parasmepadi, different. One table for Asmepadi, one table for Parasmepadi. So this Prachaya is called Akhyata Prachaya. Okay. Akhyata Prachaya or Teganta Prachaya, this is the Prachaya which indicates the Lakara of the verb. So let us take Kriya Patati. Let us take this Vartamana Kala Kriya Patati. What does it indicate? Pat plus A plus Ti. If we break it up, this Patati, there are 3 sections there. Pat plus A plus Ti. This Pat indicates the root, the action root, Dhatu, that's called Dhatu. This Pat is action, that is Dhatu. Then A is the Vikarana Prachaya. This Vikarana Prachaya is Gana. That means Dhatus, this 2100 Dhatus, they are divided into 10 Ganas. Vadi Dhatu, Adadi Dhatu, Juhadi Dhatu, like that. There are 10 Ganas, we already read it. Each Gana has been given a symbol, A, I, U, like that. So those symbols will come here in the Kriya Padam. Pat plus A, this indicates, A indicates Vadi Ganam. The A Vikarana Prachaya indicates Vadi Ganam. So this Patadhatu is a Vadiganam group. The group of Bhavadiganam. Bhavadiganam has got 70-80 verbs are there, that Dhatus are there. Around 70-80 Dhatus are there out of 2100. That belongs to Bhadi group. Bhadi is head of that group. So in that Pat is also there. So Pat plus A plus Ti, Patati. That's how you will understand. So the A represents the Vikarana Prachaya. And then T represents the Akhyata Prachaya. This Akhyata Prachaya is giving what? It is giving Lat Lakara Vartamana Kalam. It is indicating Vartamana Kalam. It is indicating Parasmepadi. It is so many things it is indicating. It is indicating Parasmepadi. It is indicating Pradhama Purusha. It is indicating Vartamana Kalam. It is indicating Ekavachan. All these things are indicated by Teganta Prachaya. T. It is indicating, first thing, it's indicating Parasmepad Dhatu. Dhatu type. It is indicating Dhatu type. And second, what it is indicating? It is indicating Karta is Pradhama Purusha Karta. And third, what is indicating? Karta is the Ekavachan. Fourth, what is indicating? It is Vartamana Kala Kriya. These four things it's indicating that T. So we have to learn these prachayas, not the dhatus. Dhatus you don't need to by heart dhatus. You have to by heart these prachayas. You have to understand these prachayas, which prachaya is used where, when, how. So please concentrate on the prachayas whenever you are reading the table. So now let me explain to you the Vartamana Kala table. We already used it earlier. Again, I am explaining now here by bifurcating each word of the table. Earlier we read patati. This patati indicate what? Pat plus a plus ti. The pat is indicating dhatu, a is indicating vikarana prachaya, and then t is indicating akhyata prachaya, diganta prachaya. This is gana prachaya. This gana prachaya, this is the kriya prachaya, kala prachaya, lakara prachaya, gana prachaya, lakara prachaya. These 10 ganas, 10 prachayas. These Tiganta prachayas are many. That we will learn later. Patati, patataha, patanti. So patha, up to patha is common in all the table. Whole table patha is common. What is difference? This Tiganta prachaya is changing. Ti, taha, anti, si, taha, tha, ami, avaha, ama. This is changing depending on the vachanam, depending on the purusha. Pradhama purusha, Madhyama purusha, Uttama purusha. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. Like that. Now, this is like this. When you take Parasmapadi, the prachayas are, what is the prachaya is used here now? Ti, taha, anti. Si, taha, tha. Ami, avaha, amaha. These are the things here. I have taken the red ones here and put it here. So these are the things you should remember. Pradhama purusha ekavachanam ti, divachanam taha, bahuvachanam anti. Si, taha, tha. Ami, avaha, amaha. So if you take the Atmanepadi dhatu, same lakara, same lat lakara only, same Vartamana Kala Kriya only, but dhatu is different, Atmanepadi dhatu. So this te is the prachayam. So te is indicating what? Atmanepadi dhatu, Pradhama Purusha Kriya, Ekavachana Kriya, plus Vartamana Kala Kriya. That's what is indicating. Te is indicating basic difference is Atmanepadi. The second is also it is also indicating Pradhama Purusha Ekavachana Vartamana. So this te, ete, ante, se, ete, ete, se, ete, adve, ye, avhe, amahe. Se, te, adve, se, te, dve, ye, avhe, amahe. Like that. So the above table is for one lakara, that is lat lakara. Like this, we have 10 lakaras. So that means what? These tables are for one lakara. For 10 lakaras, this T difference. So means under T, this T is a group. Under T is 3 set is 1 set. Taha set is 1 set. Anti set is 1 set, 10. Each one is 10 will be there. Why? For each lakara, this T changes. For example, Parasmapadi T is there. Vartamana Kalam T. For Bhota Kalam it will be At. For Bhavishyat Kalam it will be Ishyati. For Lot Lakara it is Tu. So T contains 10 sections. 10 T's, 10 Tikaras are there. So these 10 one is represented by one common leader. That is this. This 10 represented by tip. Thus, G. Sip, thus, mip, was, must. These things are leaders for all the. And this tip is leader of 10 lakaras. Lakara prachayas. For Pradhama Purusha Ekavachana Parasmapadi dhatu. This is Pradhama Purusha ద్వివచన పరస్మైపద ధాతువు. Leader of 10 prachayas. Similar, this is leader of 10 prachayas. Prathama Purusha, Parasmaipada Dhatu, Prathama Purusha, Bahuvachana. Okay. Vartamana Kalam. No, all kalas, Padilakaras. Similarly, SIP is for Madhyama Purusha, Parasmaipada Dhatu, Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachana. Thus is the Madhyama Parasmaipada Dhatu, Madhyama Purusha, Dvivachana. Tha is Parasmaipadi, Madhyama Purusha, Bahuvachana. Similarly, Atmanepadi is Uttama Purusha, Ekavachana. Parasmaipada Dhatu, Uttama Purusha, Ekavachana. So, Dvivachanam is was, Bahuvachanam is mas. So, later of these 10 prachayas, each one is later of 10 prachayas. Similarly, for Atmanepad Dhatu, again, there are Ta, Atam, Cha, Thas, Atam, Dvam, It, Vahing, Mahing. Just read them, that's all. It's not must for you to by heart at this stage. But understand, this is the leader of the 10 prachayas of 10 lakaras. Each lakara represents one column, one verb, one type of verb. Vartamana kalam, Bhut kalam, Bhavishyat kalam, Lot lakaram, Lang lakaram, like that. It represents 10 lakaras. Each is a head of 10 lakaras. That's it. And these things are called Tinga prachayas. These 10 sets, tip to thing. First one is starting with tip. Ti, starting with ti. The last one, Atmanepadi, last one is ending with mahing. So ti, ing. First is ti, last is ing, ting. These are called Tiganta prachayas. Just understand that's all. These are just knowledge. And don't go into much confusion on those things. These are the Tiganta prachayas. They are there. Based on this, the lakaras are formed. That understanding you have. And each prachaya has got 10 different subsections. Each one represents one kala. That is separate for Prasmaipadi, separate for Atmaipadi. That concept you please have it. So I will stop it here. On Kala Vichara, time and sense, I will tell next class. We'll stop here. Any questions, please ask.
ధన్యవాదాలండి ప్రభాకర్ రావు గారు. Please raise your hand and ask questions. Don't directly unmute yourself and ask. This will have a systematic way of answering. Please raise your hand to ask the question. Yeah, just a minute. పద్మావతి గారు.
నమస్కారం గురువు గారు.
అడగండమ్మా.
ఎప్పుడు ఎన్ని రోజులు చదువుకున్నా కూడా అంతుపట్టండి వందతి ఈ రెండింటి మధ్యన రెండు ప్రెజెంట్ టెన్స్ అని చెప్తున్నారు. వర్తమాన కాలం ఒక్కసారి నాకు తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయరండి గురువు గారు? అది
వందతి వందతే వందతి కాదు. వందతి యూ కెనాట్ యూజ్. పఠతి వందతే. వందతి అనలేరు. ఎందుకంటే ధాతువులు రెండు రకాలు. ఒకటి పరస్మైపద ధాతువు, రెండు ఆత్మనేపథ ధాతువు. మూడు రకాలు. ఒకటి పరస్మైపద ధాతువు, ఒకటి ఆత్మనేపథ ధాతువు, మూడోది ఉభయపద ధాతువు. ధాతువులు అనేవి మూడు రకాలు. ఒక్కొక్క దానికి ఒక రకమైన ప్రత్యయం వాడాలి. పరస్మైపద ధాతువు ఒక రకమైన ప్రత్యయం వాడాలి, ఆత్మనేపథి ఒక రకమైన ప్రత్యయం వాడాలి. ఉభయపదికి రెండు వాడచ్చు. అది డిఫరెన్స్. ఈ పట్టు ధాతువుకి తీనే వాడాలి, పట్టతి అనే వాడాలి. పరస్మైపద ధాతువుకి తీనే వాడాలి వర్తమాన కాలంలో. ఆత్మనేపథికి తేనే వాడాలి వర్తమాన కాలంలో.
అదే అండి, అర్థమైంది గురువు గారు.
నౌ యు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఇప్పుడు ఆత్మనేపథికి పరస్మైపది ఇందా డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్పాను మీకు. భావార్థకం, ఆత్మనేపది భావార్థకం అని. సో ఒక ధాతువుకి తేతో వాడుతున్నామంటే దానికి భావార్థం ఉందని అర్థం. ఆ ధాతువులో భావం ఉందని అర్థం.
అలాగేనండి గురువు గారు.
ఒకటి ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి, ఆ ధాతువుకి ఇది వాడకూడదు, ఈ ధాతువుకి అది వాడకూడదు. పరస్మైపద ధాతుకి తీనే వాడాలి, టీ టేబులే వాడాలి, ఈ టేబులే వాడాలి. పరస్మైపద ధాతువులకి, ఆత్మనేపథ ధాతువులకి ఈ టేబులే వాడాలి.
అలాగేనండి గురుగారు, ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందండి.
Okay, anyone else? రామేశ్వరరావు గారు ఏదో చెప్పండి.
ఆయన డౌట్ కదా, ఆయన ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. చెప్పండి.
మహోదయ
రామేశ్వరరావు
నమస్కారः.
చెప్పండి.
రామః నమతి, రామః వందతే, రెండు ఒకటే అర్థమే వస్తాయి కదా.
వర్తమాన కాలమే, రెండు వర్తమాన కాలమే. నమతి అన్న ఒక వందతేలో తేడా ఉంది. అది అలా అనుకుంటాం కానీ వందతేలో ఒక విధమైన భావము భక్తి ఉంది.
అవును,
నమతేలో అది లేదు. ఇప్పుడు
ఊరికే నమస్కారం.
నమస్కారం నమతే,
ఊరికే
నమతి.
నమస్కారం.
నమతికి వందతే తేడా ఉంది. వందలో ఒక విధమైన భక్తి భావము, ఒక విధమైన వినయము.
భావార్థకు ముందులేండి, అర్థమవుతుంది. ఒక చిన్న ఇది మన తెలుగు భాషలో ఎందుకు లేదండి ఈ రకమైన ఇది? మన రాముడు నమస్కరిస్తున్నాడు.
నేను నా స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ ఒకటి చెప్తాను, ఎందుకని క్వశ్చన్ వేయకండి. వ్యాకరణకర్త ఉన్నాడు, వ్యాకరణకర్త ఉన్నాడు, ఆయన నిర్దేశించిన ప్రకారం అందరూ నడుస్తుంటారని.
అవునవును, అదే కరెక్టే, నిజమే మీరు చెప్పింది.
ఎందుకు క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్ లేదు. ఫిక్స్డ్. ఆయన వ్యాకరణకర్త కూడా, పాణిని వ్యాకరణకర్త కూడా, he also is not, his hands are tight. He has whole Vangmayam he has read and sectionalized into a different systematic order. That's why he has created various dual vachanam and all those things he has created. So the sutras is written based on the earlier Vakaranas, earlier Vangmayam used in Veda Vangmayam and all those things. All those things studied, all those things he has studied and scrutinized and established a system, an order. That is the greatness of Panini, and which is the base for our computer systems nowadays.
అదే ఇప్పుడు ఇక లకారాలు అన్ని ఒక లేటి తప్ప అన్ని మిగతావన్నీ వాడుతున్నారేమో వాంగ్మయంలో ఎక్కడైనా.
ఏమండి,
ఇప్పుడు 10 లకారాల్లో లేట్ వచ్చేసి వేదముల్లో ఉందని చెప్పారు. మిగతా 9 లకారాలను మనం ఎప్పుడైనా అన్ని వాంగ్మయంలో ఎక్కడైనా వాడుతున్నారా మహోదయ?
పండితులు శృంగార నైషధం తీసుకున్నారు అనుకోండి మీరు, నారికేళ భాషలో వాడినప్పుడు ఇలాంటి వాడతారు. రసాలు 3 రకాల రసాలు ఉంటాయి. ద్రాక్ష ఫలం, కదలి ఫలం, నారికేళ ఫలం. ద్రాక్షరసం, కదలి రసం, ద్రాక్షపాకం, కదలిపాకం, నారికేళ పాకం.
సాఫ్ట్ మీడియం హార్డ్.
సాఫ్ట్ మీడియం హార్డ్. ద్రాక్ష ఫలం మీన్స్ పుట్ ఇన్ యువర్ మౌత్, ఇట్ విల్ బి అండర్స్టూడ్ ఈజీ. సరళ సంస్కృతం. కదలి ఫలం is just slightly break the words, sandhi words, samasa words, understand samasa words like that. And when it comes to narikela pakam, it will use all the different types of verbs. For morning verb is different, evening verb is different, today's verb is different, yesterday's verb is different.
Srinath famous for that.
So all those things they use perfectly. Now we are learning only 4. But Bhutakalam, if you take the Bhutakalam, yesterday we are supposed to use that, we use today also. That's what we are learning. But whereas in that Narikala Bhakam, they don't do like that. That is the difference.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I think there are no more questions. Yeah, Babu Garu?
Okay, now shall we go for
Let me do. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Vaidika mantra drishah puranah, indram yamam matariswana mahu, vedantino nirvachaniyamekam, yam brahma sabdena vinirdisanti, shaivayamisham sivayiccha vochan, yam vaishnava vishnu ritistuvanti, buddhastadarhan niti bauddha jaina, sasri akaleti sasikha santa, shasteti kechit prakriti kumara, swamiti mateti piteti bhaktya, yam prarthayante jagadisitaram, sayeka eva prabhuradvitiya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Anyway, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Second Narayan Garu, please.
స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్య పరిపాలయంతాన్ న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహీమహీషాః गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी। देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः। अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं। सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति।
ధన్యవాదములండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. నౌ లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ నేషనల్ యాంథమ్. చల్లా చిట్టుబాబు గారు.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।
जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम।
జై హింద్. Okay, now I stop the recording.
చిన్న విన్నపం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం. సంస్కృత భారతి వారిది